ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon, and it's a Thursday, and we are here. I am live in Detroit, Michigan, in the Motor City, spending another Thursday with you. I'm so excited to be here with you. This show is so big to me. You don't know how many years I have tried to have Chem on the Roundtable. I read his book, and it is such a great book, and he is here. And I love Jay Ellis. I binge watched Insecure during the pandemic and fell in love with everything that was that show. And now his career from Top Gun to now Off-Broadway and Duke and Roya. I am so excited for us to be here. Am I on Facebook right now? I hope we're on Facebook, right? We should be on Facebook right now. Hey, Facebook fam. I hope you're here. It doesn't say we're here, but I'm gonna make us here right now. It says we're here. We're gonna share it. If you're not following us, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube, and you can follow us all the time wherever you listen to your podcasts on Broadway Podcast Network, Broadway World, Robert M. Bannon on Instagram, and boom, 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 follow us there. Or you can also, of course, you should make sure that you like and subscribe to this page right now. Click the notification button so you see all of our new episodes. I taught my mom how to do it this weekend. My mom is now notified. She will catch all of the Robert Bannon-ness that is here every single week. So as I say, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. This show is bananas. Bananas good. It's a good one. Hello, everybody. Hello, Marie. And she says, hello, Robert, Darius, and the Roundtable family. Hey, Roundtable family. My favorite people who join me every single Thursday, our 157th Thursday together. And the best is yet to come. So we're here. Let's hit it. Should we talk about my week? It was a week. I had a week of reviews for you all. Take a peek. So we had a grand old time. I was over in wonderful, beautiful New Jersey with my mother, who's right here right now. Hi, Mom. Hey, hey, hey. Darius Bannon is here. My husband is here. He is live from the backyard. He did such amazing, beautiful work on our house. He cut down some of the big weeds. He replanted in the front. Oh, come here, Diamond. Come here. Come here. They just asked about you. Marie just checked on you. Look, Marie said, how's Diva Diamond? Come here, Diva girl. How you doing? Did you miss me? She's good. She's good. She's a baby girl. She's been a little needy. She loves to go in the car, you know? That's where she wants to be. Always in the car now. She's a traveler. She came to the airport to meet me. What'd you think of that? Was that fun? Was it good? You being a diva? Diva. That's why I don't deal with women. Jokes. I only deal with men who also can be divas. Right? Maybe? Comment? Anything? Okay, well, there you go. That's my daughter. Hi, Aunt Fran. Hi, Grandma. So good to see them while I was in New Jersey. She's so adorable. She's a trip. She is a character. Darius misses my mom. We got to see my mom when we come to Jersey. We're going to take a family trip down the shore, and we'll have to stop and see my mother. So this weekend, what did I do? Well, we spent a lot of time in New Jersey, like I said, and I had a great time seeing my family. It warms my heart to see them all. I saw my niece. This is me and the Cora Rose. She is 6 months old as of yesterday, eating solid foods, eating avocados and bananas. And this is me telling her to listen to all the crazy people in our family, and that I will spoil her. And if she ever needs anything, she just calls Robert, and we're going to take care of everything for her. Uncle Robert's got you. And then Christina said, I forgot the hot topic, but just hang tight. So Christina said to me, well, do you want to be called Uncle Bob? No, I'm not Uncle Bob. I have an Uncle Bob. I am Uncle Robert. I've been Robert since kindergarten. That's what so it was funny. While we're talking, our hot topic question of the day, which was given to us by Marie. is if you could choose an actor or actress to play opposite in a movie or a play, who would it be? So I need answers, people. Are you a Brad Pitt fan? Are you a Tom Cruise fan? Are you an Angelina Jolie fan? Are you Jennifer Aniston fan? Who would play, not play you, who would you want to act with in a movie? Who would you want to act with in a movie? So let me know. Maybe it's Pedro Pascal. That would be Adrian. If it's my mother, maybe it's Andy Garcia. She's had a crush on him. If it's Darius, he would pick Robert Bannon because he has a crush on me. I'm just assuming. I don't know if that's true, but that's my answer for him. So we had fun. The baby sat in the high chair that my friend Mike got for her. I had such a good time with her. Look at this as a grandma. Okay, she don't look like no grandma I know. Rose Bannon is out here in these streets looking like a young whippersnapper. Look at her. Look at Grandma Rose. Hey, girl. And look at Grandpa Greg. Look how cute that is. How fun and special was it to be able to spend time with the Niecy Pie? She's a cutie patootie for sure. So we had a great time. My mom spoiled me. She got me lots of ice cream. We got to hang out and spend time together. It does everybody's heart well to spend some time and see the family. And I also had the chance, I don't know where the picture is, but I went and saw Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Park, Park and World, Park, I don't know, Park and Orchard. That was a restaurant and used to be in New Jersey. I saw Little Sam and I taught Little Sam about our AI. I taught Little Sam about our AI and he asked to be in a picture with John Cena and The Rock at WrestleMania in a dinosaur wrestling costume. And that is what AI did for him. Last week, everybody, we talked about AI, if you're new to the show, and we talked about it, and I made myself an AI. I also made Darius an AI at the Applebee's having chicken fingers with Josh Groban and Darren Criss. Is that, I don't know why Darius looks like Ice Cube, but Darius looks like Ice Cube, but Josh and Darren look good. And I mean, Darius does have that outfit and the glasses. I mean, they got it down. And the chicken fingers look good. It's scary. AI it's so scary. Mom says she misses you and loves you as well. And mom says LOL to that as well. Tell me, answer my question for if you could choose an actor or actress to play opposite you in a movie, give me an answer. Darius says that is very much him. But I don't think he looks like Ice Cube. I think, yeah. So I love that. We are getting some answers in about who we would play opposite you in a movie. We also, before I left, Darius and I had a really good dinner. I love the place called Nicola's because you could take Darius to a fancy place, but then we go to Nicola's for $20 a person and throw down. And this is why I can't fit in my pants here, because I got ribs and roasted potatoes with this giant garlic bread. And he had fried chicken, ribs, and fried shrimp with the roasted potatoes and the garlic bread. So shout out to Nicola's. They don't give us a free yingity yang for anything that we do. They just are here, we just like their food. But they are here hooking up the food. It is fun to go there. We get the little pasta salad. We get, oh, it's good. Shout out to Nicola's here in Detroit, where the food is delicious and wonderful and good. And I did also spend time. Hi, Lattes. Who would act with you in a movie? Tell me. Happy you're here. So we got a new couch from my dad's house. Obviously, that couch needed to go. I mean, whose couch is that? Who would sleep on that couch? Emmett Kelly, the world's most famous hobo? So we upgraded his couch situation. Clarence ate through that couch like nobody's business. So we got him a couch. Amen. We had a great trip. While we were out in these streets, I did see a lot of lamb chops. Me and Darius saw them. Shout out to last week's show, Mallory Lewis. 6,000 of you watched it on YouTube since last week. I appreciate everyone who checked it out. I did find my picture from Shari Lewis that was signed by Shari with lamb chop. I told you it existed. It is real. I really have it. And I had such a good time. A lot of you wrote me really nice things about our time with Sherry Lewis's daughter, Mallory Lewis, last week. Thank you so much for checking out the show. I really appreciate it. So it was a good week. It was good to see the family, and I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be off this weekend. I'm happy to take a break. I'm happy to spend some time. It is my mother-in-law's birthday today. It is Mama Lewis's birthday. Darius says, OMG, we are moving right along, food and all. We are. We've had so much. Isn't life just wonderful? I love it. We are moving right along. So I wanted to sing for my mother-in-law's birthday. It was funny. Darius sang for her this morning, which was so cute and beautiful. And then she called me. We're going to the mall, and she said, Are you going to sing for me too? Because they joke about my runs. You know, I do runs and riffs and all this nutty silliness. So I'm going to do a happy birthday to Mama Lewis. And we can all wish Mama Lewis, she's out to dinner, but she watches all the episodes the day after if she doesn't catch it. So for Mama Lewis, because that's what I call her, and that's my name. And when Darius' sister tried to call her that, she said, that's for Robert only. So that's my thing. So we're going to sing a very happy birthday for Mama Lewis. Are you ready? That's Mama Lewis right there with me and Darius at the Wiz. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mama Lewis. Happy birthday to you and many more. That might have not been the right note. But we did it. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Lewis. Darius says, happy birthday, Mom. And we have a day planned for her. We'll tell you all about next week when you come back to the roundtable on a different day next week. I'll tell you about that in a minute. All right. So it was a good week. Happy birthday to her and happy birthday to everybody and happy July. And we survived 4th of July. 4th of July, we went to dinner. That's what we did. And people shot fireworks like everywhere in this whole city, including our neighbors across the street. And like this whole city lights up in a firework. So we made it. We served. You talk about Diamond. She did not like that. She definitely did not like the fireworks. So let's talk about our shameless plug, and I'll tell you about what's going to happen next week here for the roundtable and what's going on. Take a peek. Because I'm shameless. So, hi, Tina, Yolan Marie Brumfield. Yeah, how are you, girl? I love those glasses. You look good. And welcome to the show. Where do you live, Tina? And you're here for my messiness. And if you've never been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. That's my friend T. Oh, she's got a Chem album. Okay. I'll sing some Chem for you. What's your favorite Chem song, Tina? Maybe I'll sing. Cat Daddy say the vocal tone was golden. Amen. Thank you all. And because I'm shameless. Tina, I have a favorite song. I'm stuck on you. Baby, you're amazing. That's my song. We were made to love. Oh, baby. Came along and rescued me. Oh, that's my favorite. Yes, he's one of my favorite things. Kudos on the words to that song, Tina, for you too. So, oh, New Orleans in the house. Well, welcome. Hey, New Orleans. I've never been there. I want to be there so bad. I want to go there on vacation. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited that you joined us for this. So, we next week we will not be on Thursdays. We will be live. We'll be live here on Tuesday. We will have that's last week we talked about Darius. He's friends with the cat daddies in his head. They are his friends. Yes. And they said kudos back at you. So Tina says, yes, Tina. I'm stuck on you. What else can I sing? We were singing Chem the other day. You'll hear me sing all sorts of songs. Chem in a few minutes. So We will be here on Tuesday for the next 2 weeks. Me and Darius have things going on we have classes and things that we're taking. So we won't be here for a couple of days. So Tuesday of next week, join me. We have a really special guest, my good friend, superstar movie star, Benjamin Patrick, who was on the pre-show last week. You see him right here. So you have Chiwetel Ejiofor, Tom Hiddleston, Benjamin as a star. My friend Mike saw the movie. He said he's fabulous in it. Matthew Lillard's in the movie. Jacob Tremblay's in the movie. Mark Hamill plays his grandpa. Here's Mark Hamill and Ben in the movie. Ben will be here to do an exclusive chat about what it's like to be in a Stephen King feature-length movie. And he was also in Music Man on Broadway. He played Hugh Jackman's with Hugh Jackman, and he will be here to tell us all about it. So movie star Ben is here. Oh, Darius said they're not in his head. They're going to dinner and a show when he's in the city. Okay, book it. Let's go. Go have fun. I'm here for this friendship. I love this show. So Tuesday, join us. Tomorrow on Broadway World, our chat with Jay Ellis is going up to Broadway World. So you guys get it here exclusively first. And we have a whole bunch of great shows this month. Lisa is going to be here. Shanice. We had her husband, Flex Alexander, on. Shanice will be here. Keela Seidel, who is the superstar from The Greatest Showman. This is me. She will be here. We have a lot of shows. We have tons of shows coming up. Stay up to date. Follow me at Robert M. Bannon if you want more information on Instagram, or you can go to the Broadway Podcast Network as well to find out more information. You could be answering my question about who would play in a movie. You have to share. I'm sharing the Cat Daddies with you. Go ahead. I don't even have to be here. Go. My sister, Nicole, is here. Shout out, Nicole. We already sang to Mama Lewis. Nicole is here from Ohio. Hi, sister. The party animal that is my girl, Nicole. The wedding pictures and the fun and the shenanigans that Nicole is just always a good time. I love Chem is here, Nicole, and Jay Ellis is here, so stick around. So what do I got for you? We got to move on because I'm talking too much. Moving on. My favorite things, my Hey Friend Hey, and my Detroit moment. So my Detroit moment, let's do it. My Detroit moment. Cat Daddy say dinner and a show is literally all we ever do. So that was, that's funny. Here we go. Here's my Detroit moment.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
I think the Detroit moment is Chem. I mean, Chem is the moment. He is Detroit's own. But I want to shout out a clothing company that did not send me this stuff. I bought it with my own money. Darius told me that I had to spend money on myself. He told me I had to spend money on myself. So I said to him, well, what I really want is a shirt from a company called Verse Everyone that's based out of Detroit. And they make these Detroit Verse Everyone shirts. Detroit Verse Everybody shirts. And I bought it and it came in. Go to verseeverybody.com is where you can get yourself a shirt. They right now are mostly Detroit, but they have like MSU versus Detroit, University of Michigan versus Detroit. They have hoodies and sweatshirts. And I just am in love with the Lions one because I work at the Detroit Lions Academy here in Detroit. I love this sweaty shirt and hoodie. And I love them. They're fun. Whoever's idea this was brilliant. You see it? And they have a whole bunch of stuff. So we shout them out. I love it. And I was so excited to wear it out and about today. It was literally like my thing. See, we love it. We love them. We love them so much. So shout out to them. They started a collaboration with Detroit Public Schools where if you buy the shirts that have the different high schools or elementary schools names on them, the money goes to Detroit Public Schools. So I love a good cause. So that's our Detroit moment. And Chem is a Detroit moment for a whole vibe. So we shout out to Chem. And we absolutely love all things that is Chem. Here's my favorite thing. That was my Detroit moment. Here's my favorite thing. So the other day, I got a message from Sister Nicole says, yes, I need to get me some because I'm always going in with these folks here about my hometown. You know, you got to represent the D no matter where you are, even if you're in Ohio or Jersey. Detroit lives in us. So I love it. And I hope they make a lot of money and they do a lot of other brand cross-promotional deals as well. So speaking of clothes, I got a message from one of our favorite people. His name is Len Evans and Jeff Dorda, who run Project Publicity. And they said, Robert, have you ever heard of a clothing company? Bear with me. Have you ever heard of a clothing company called Nasty Pig? And I have heard of Nasty Pig. Nasty Pig is a men's clothing line. And if you look up why they call it Nasty Pig, they call it Nasty Pig not because you're a nasty pig or I'm a nasty pig. They had a dog, and the dog sat on one of their laps. It's a husband and a husband. And they get off me, you nasty pig. And they were coming up with a plan for it. And they thought Nasty Pig was funny. And it's a double entendre, really, about how people think of the queer community, because it's clothing line for gays, by gays. They wrote a brand new book, and he'll be on in a couple of weeks to talk about it. And they sent Darius and myself all sorts of clothes. There's their symbol, like hats and socks. And they sent us bathing suits. I love this bathing suit. It's so much fun. And look at, my Darius it screams my colors of Darius. So they have these and the matching tank top for the summer, for the Jersey Shore. I'm obsessed with all of the fun things that they gave us. They gave us a whole treat bag and a whole bunch of, and the book, which we'll be reading, and I'm excited about it. And if you're looking for information, or you want bathing suits, or you want to support queer-owned business, or you want to, I don't know, buy unmentionables or hats or swim trunks, you can go to nastypig.com, and we'll have so much more about Nasty Pig here on the show. I love them. Darius says he's Jersey Shore ready. Oh boy. Adrian said it will be an experience for him, his first trip to the Jersey Shore. He'll be in there's lots of nasty pigs there. And it'll be an adventure for sure. And I can't wait to share that with you. We'll be off that week from the show because we'll be gallivanting down the Jersey Shore in August. So thank you, Nasty Pig. I can't wait to interview the owners, and congratulations on 30 years of money going to the LGBTQ foundations and to AIDS research and prevention and education. They really do some really great stuff. So shout out to them. Christine says, hi, Robert, Darius, Mama Rose, Lattes, Marie, Cat Daddies, Roundtablers. My mom, Judy, and I need the Roundtable in our happy place tonight. Wow. Sending you both so much love to Christine and Judy. Will hopefully be a happy place for you. Yes, Detroit takes over the Jersey Shore. Oh, my. Move over, Snooki. I'm going to grow my hair out to have a bump. Or maybe I'll fist pump, gym tan laundry. Let's go. Jersey Shore. Cabs here. Cabs here. I love it. So, what else? This show is so stupid. That show is. I'm sorry, our new friend from New Orleans, Tina girl, hang in with me. And finally, my hey friend hey goes to go say check out. Cat Daddy say they will definitely check out Nasty Pig. Yes, good. Thank you. They sell all sorts of styles, and from G-rated to grown people clothes. We love it. Is there a hot take? Yes, there is a hot take, and I need more answers. If you were in a movie, who would you want to play opposite you? What actor or actress would you like to play opposite you in a movie? Do I have an answer? I don't know. I do love Jennifer Aniston. I do like her. I love Julia Roberts. Can I say Julia Roberts? Julia Roberts and me and George Clooney, Ocean's 14, and bring in Rihanna from she did the girl version that wasn't good. That's my answer. I'm sticking with that answer. Bring them in. Come on, bring them in. Give me your answers. Who would you want to be in a movie with? Tell me. Big shout out to my friends Robbie Rozelle and Matt Gould. Robbie Rozelle is the A&R director for Center Stage Records, who does all the Broadway records and directs my shows. And Matt Gould is the writer of Lempicka that was on Broadway. And they both this year wrote letters and nominated me after my second album and my newest single, which was out last year, How Deep Is Your Love, to join the Recording Academy, to be a member of the people who are in charge of the Grammys and run the Recording Academy. And I actually, after they went through my music and they went through what I do and what my brand is and all of this information, I had to fill out an application and they had to send letters and they listened to your music. I am officially a part of the class of 2025. And I am officially a member of the Recording Academy. So that means not only do I get to vote on the Grammys and the nominations, but I get to work with their organizations around the country, either New York, LA, Detroit. They have major cities everywhere. And I thank Robbie and Matt for taking time out of their schedule to nominate me and to have me be a part of the class. I'm so honored. You know, you can ask my cousin Adrian, like the Oscars are her thing, and people love the Tonys for my theater fans, but the Grammys was always the biggest night of music for me. And I'm obsessed with the idea of honoring music. And I sit through the 164 nominations every year and see if any of our friends have been there. And I watch the show, and I love people that win them, and the good, the bad, the controversy of it. So to be a member of the Academy, when people say, I'd like to thank the Academy, they're going to thank me. I'm so honored about the outreach that they do to get music out and knowledge out. And I hope to be a part of the change of music and diversity in art and music. And one of the ways you can do that is being a Screen Actors Guild member, which I am, being an Equity Guild member, which I am, and now being a part of the Recording Academy. So I've got theater covered, I've got TV and film covered, and now I have music covered. So thank you, Sister Nicole. I appreciate you. It was a very big deal to me. I'm very honored to be a part of it. And I'm going to make your brother listen to every single nominated song this year. It is a good question. Cat Daddy say, what's my favorite Grammy performance? Oh, there are some. So if I pick the gay version, Ricky Martin with The Cup of Life blew my brain. The other gay version would be Beyonce and Tina Turner, blew my brain. Aretha Franklin singing Nessun Dorma blew my brain. But Whitney in the white dress singing I Will Always Love You down the stairs, that's it for me. That is the she sang her teeth out and about, and her singing One Moment of Time, also in a white dress with a bob. No notes. So my favorite. I love it. Here's your answer. Thank you all so much. Here's your answers. Christine says, hot take, not thinking good today, but I admire the actor Edward Norton. Such a brilliant actor. I'm sure to work with. Would be fun to work with Drew Barrymore. There's more, but I can't think. Drew Barrymore's cute. Edward Norton is a good actor. What a great actor. Nicole, you like my answers? The gay answers. Well, I guess they were all gay answers. Aretha, Whitney, Ricky, Tina, Beyonce. That's pretty gay. I did. Darius gets to listen to every nominated. See, I didn't get any of the movies last year. I get the SAG nominated movies, the Oscar movies too, but we didn't watch them all. So he's going to have got a lot of homework. He signed up for a lot here. He signed up for a lot. Who else has a cat? I love that answer. I didn't see Nicole say Detroit versus everybody. What up, though? That's right. What up, though? We're here. And do we have other people's answers? Let's see. My friend Tina's here. Okay, here. Marie says, hot take for the longest. I've always wanted to play opposite Sam Elliott or Jeremy Irons. Those are real good actors. However, I would drop everything and run out to Hollywood if Meryl Streep called me. That's a good answer. Great answer. I love that answer. Cat Daddy say, I would want to act opposite Michelle Yeoh because she's a freaking amazing actress. I would want to play her son and do some fierce martial arts. I loved her in Wicked. She's such a good actor. And I love her too. So really good. I love that. Super good. Let's see. Nicole says, I haven't watched the Grammys in forever. You got to watch this year. This year, we're going to watch. This year, Nicole, I'm going to come to Ohio and I'm going to have a party at your house. Mike is here. We already talked about Mike. I saw Mike. We saw Mike. We talked about movies. We talked about Mike Saw Life of Chuck. Mike, if you were to act in a movie, who would you want your co-star to be? It would be Mike Melfa, and he's going to pick a girl. He's going to pick, like, I don't know the hot and poppin' ladies, but watch. Now he's not going to pick a girl out of spite for me. This is what happens when you're a bestie, Michael. Christine says, yes, Robert De Niro. Yes, Meryl Streep. I picked George Clooney and Julia Roberts in Ocean's 14, starring Robert Bannon. Like the Robert Bannon Oceans. I don't know why that came to me, and that's my answer. And I don't care. And Mike says Viola Davis. Oh, she can act. Oh, remember when she killed those people on that TV show and dumped them in the dumpster? Damn, Viola. Ruthless. Oh, and Christine loves Andrew McCarthy because she likes the Brat Pack. I love the Brat Pack too. I love those answers. Yes. Oh, Cat Daddy say Mariah was snubbed for Daydream. Jagged Little Pill was good, but not that good. Come on. Oh, that's true. Mariah gets snubbed at the Grammys a lot, including Madonna gets snubbed at the Grammys a lot. And the Daydream album is a great album. And Jagged Little, that's not my bag, but people like it. Listen, I want people. Oh, Mike says Philip Seymour Hoffman, the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's just, oh, I wasn't going to make a joke. Philip Seymour Hoffman living, not now, but when he was alive. Got it. I'm going to get canceled. Nicole, I see you, Nicole. Nicole says Blair Underwood. You I'm not get it, girl. Go ahead. Get yourself some Blair Underwood. Speaking of, it's ladies' night here on the Roundtable. We have Chem and Jay Ellis for the ladies. Ladies love themselves some Chem and they love themselves some Jay Ellis. And I'm so excited to have both of them here. I think they're both superstars. Chem is up first. I had the chance to speak to him for a few minutes before he comes to the Aretha next weekend. I'm going to be there. We're going. I'm going. Are you kidding? Chem and Shantae Moore, 2 nights over at the Aretha. It's going to be an amazing show. And I love it. Chem is here, and we're excited to welcome him to the Roundtable for the first time. Take a peek. Well, let me tell you, everybody, my favorite live album in the entire world is our next artist, because when he comes out with that bomb, 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 that love calls come, that song hits, and he says, welcome to Detroit. You know that you are in for an evening of love and music for over 20 years. Our next guest has been to, I don't know how many 313 babies are out here because of our next guest music. I'm sure plenty. Chem, chemistry himself. Chem is here, and I'm so honored. I am honored to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You know, Chem, when I worked for the Detroit Public School, and I was at school today, everybody says, everyone, did you get your tickets for Chem yet? Did you get your tickets for Chem yet? Every year, Chem has been taking over the Aretha. It's become a rite of summer passage here in Detroit.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of news and a lot of exciting stuff that's going on. Congratulations about everything.
Yeah, thank you. It's a really, really exciting time, and I'm looking forward to the Detroit shows too. The Aretha is one of my favorite places to perform in the world. So we're gonna have a good time.
July 25th and July 26th, just newly announced the second night. Shantae Moore being with you on the bill, and it's going to be an amazing evening. Get out on the water and enjoy the Detroit moment. It's the most beautiful place to see a show.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So tell me, what is the decision that you see all over the news? We see in the Detroit papers. We're very excited for you to take Chemistry as a label back and to release music as an independent artist. It must be exciting and a new chapter.
It's definitely a new chapter, and I've been signed to the Motown labels for 23 years, and it's been a wonderful ride for the most part. No complaints. I just know that the label has been in transition for the past few years, and it really gave me an opportunity in this season of my life, thinking about being in the business all of this time. It really gave me an opportunity to sit back and assess how I wanted to move forward. And I'm sure that you're aware, the landscape of the music industry has changed, over the last 10, 15, 20 years. And it's time for me to have some autonomy. It's time for me to have some more equity, in what I'm doing. Have some flexibility, the flexibility to, if I have something hot, which I do, I can put it out.
I know you do. Speaking of something hot, the new single, Give My Love, coming out this summer. I hear that you may be doing it in concert this summer. What is the song? What's the vibe? Tell us about it.
The vibe is when I first heard it, I got the track from my creative partner, Rex Rideout, and I've really been enchanted with this with that Afro beats sound. But what it evolved to is something even better and stronger for me, and it's really Sade-esque, and it's warm, it's sensuous, it's hypnotizing, it's haunting, and it's a great summer vibe, and I'm gonna put a line dance to it and have some fun with that this weekend. And so we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna bring it all to four at the Aretha. in the shows a couple of weeks.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chem, listen, I moved to Detroit 10 months ago from New
Yeah.
Jersey.
Okay.
Learned a couple of very Detroit things. A, I know how to order a Coney dog. B, I got the miles down pat. I call them gym shoes, not sneakers. It's pop, it's not soda. I learned about chili cheese fries. I've learned a lot of things about Detroit. I only know one line dance, Kim.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a hustle city, so I need to learn my line dance of your new song before I show up at the Aretha.
Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. And I'll send
My,
you I'll have Risa send you the tutorial so you'll know it before the show.
my
Yeah.
tempo might be a little, my claps may be off, Kim, but I'm going to give you the moves.
My man, we're not mad
I
at you.
know my eyes don't cry. I got the two and the clap. I
Yeah.
can do it. I'm
But
gonna.
that's me too. That's me too. I only know I'm only fluent in one line dance, and that's from the back of my days as a wedding singer. We used to do it all the time,
But,
you know.
but you're a smooth cat. Like you
Yeah,
just make it look. You don't have to do a line dance. You're Kim. You sing like
yeah,
that. What
yeah,
else do you have to do? Just
yeah,
sing.
yeah.
Um, your career over 1 billion streams, over I don't know 10 billion airplay streams. I mean, your music is played in cities and countries all around the world. You just came back from South Africa. When you talk about 23 years Motown and the body of work now, what's it like to look back and play some of these songs that you wrote decades ago?
I'm always pleasantly surprised when I hear a song from my catalog because I'm not actively listening to it. So when I'm on social media and I see a post and people are playing, they're not playing the singles, the love calls and share my life. They're in the weeds of the records. They're playing friend today. Somebody brought up to me today. They're playing cherish the moment and all of these songs and it's humbling, it's flattering, and it's encouraging. And I really feel, I don't know where that time is gone. It doesn't feel like 23 years, man. I feel like I'm just, my greatest musical moments like still lie ahead of me, which is a beautiful thing, not being to a label, not being, with the label and still being a viable artist is really a beautiful thing, it's an exciting time, and I thank, everybody for the love. Thank Detroit for all the love. And it all started here in the D, so
14,000 copies out of the trunk of your car,
yeah, yeah,
literally.
yeah.
If people don't know, your book, and I reached out when the book came out, and that's why I'm so excited that we made this happen because I read your book on Christmas and I could not put it down. Share My Life, like the song, it is such a brilliant, important memoir for people to talk about faith, to talk about your struggle. Was it hard? Was it hard to sit down and write some of the stories in the book?
No, because the stories are, I own the stories I've owned the stories on an emotional and psychological level for so long that they're just a part of me. And I've done a lot of good work to get to the other side of my difficulties and the darkness in my life. So it's not, it's nothing to talk about. I'm my favorite subject. I
Hey, my guess.
am, right? I ain't much, but I'm all I think about. Look, and I think the difficult part is that in telling my story, I wasn't just telling my story, in telling my story, I had to talk about things, that reveal things about my family, and so that was a delicate dance to do, and they interviewed my mom, and other interviews took place, so I was telling bits and pieces of other people's story as well. But I think what my hope is that the book brought healing to our extended family as and shined a light on a lot of the issues that may have without the book may have never been discussed, so I'm grateful for that. The book was definitely a transformative experience and in a lot of ways cathartic. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I implore people not only listen to the music, not the new stuff, the old stuff. I'm obsessed with the live album because I love the arrangements. Him
Yeah,
singing Favorite Things is one of my favorite tracks ever. You got to check it out on the live album.
yeah.
But the book, I mean, my in-laws are pastors at the Salvation Army. I know how important
Oh
that is.
wow.
People's journeys here in Detroit to you. I know how much faith means to you. Faith and love. That's what Chem is. Music, faith, and love. If you listen to it, it is just universally what it's all about. Um, I'm excited. So the shows, the new music, the concerts are going to be some of the best hits, some of the new stuff,
Yeah,
a little bit of everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maryland, Jersey, my people in Jersey. I'm from Jersey, AC, Westbury Music Fair. You want to see Chem in the round, and make sure you get your tickets. Go see these shows that he's on tour this summer, so you can definitely check him out, culminating here at the Aretha. Can I just tell you how important the song Stuck On? I know it's a song for your wife. I know it's a whole bunch of kids. Chem has his own 313 babies to his music. A whole that song as a songwriter is so beautifully crafted. The modulation, the lyrics, what you do to a song is you make it feel like a person. It makes it feel like love. So thank you for sharing these songs for our playlists.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I'm a songwriter first, really. You know, I'm a to the fact that I get to sing these songs and perform them is a bonus. But I'm really everything starts with the song. You know, so I really appreciate that.
Well, I'm excited. I will be in the house. I'll be at the show we're bringing the whole Detroit family. We'll be there to see hometown. My sister-in-law said, "Of course I'm going to see Mr. 313. That's Chem. That's Detroit's own.
Mr. 313.
Mr. 313 himself is."
I need that on a t-shirt.
We'll be looking for the new music. The music is available to stream. We can follow Chem wherever music is heard. We can get the book. We can get our concert tickets and just get into the whole entire. It's a real honor. I am such a huge fan of what you do, and I look forward to seeing you over at the Aretha.
Well, thank you. This has been an absolute pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. How sweet is he? Chem was here. And his show is coming up next weekend, and we will be here. Shout out to everyone at the Aretha. Shout out to his people, Risa. Shout out to the people. It's my girl who runs things over at Aretha for hooking this up. We worked for years to get Chem to come on the show, and I'm so excited that people loved this interview, and he was so great and wonderful. Holding On is the song that Nicole is talking about. Nicole is Gregory Porter and Chem singing Holding On is such a beautiful song. Hello, Joyce is here. My sister Joyce. Hey, girl. Hey. And Nicole, come on this weekend. Come to Detroit. Let's have a party. Let's go see Chem over at the Aretha. Tina says hot. Yes, Tina. My new friend Tina is our kind of people. That is great. And yes, I love to talk about the hustle. We do hustle. Tina says perfect song. Well, apparently the new song is coming out like tomorrow. So we got to get the new song here. Darius did send his person he wanted to act with, and I didn't get it on my end. I didn't get it on my side. He picked Kaylin Allen, our friend Kaylin, who married us, who we love so much on this show. And that would be a full Kiki. That would be a real fun movie. Darius and Kaylin, oh my Lord, my Lord and my Lord. And Tina, I'm happy you had a good time with our Chem chat. Mike says, Mike says, what is yours, Darius, my friend? They're nuts. Kaylin and Jesse. I love that. I love that so much. I would love that is my perfect dinner party because they are Kiki's friends. You know, my friend, my Judy's, my good Judy's, as we call Christine's mom, my good Judy. They're my good Judy's, Kaylin and Jesse. So I love that. That sounds good to me. See, Marie didn't see it either. You didn't see it either. You know, and HGTV is not picking it up. Darius is upset, people, because HGTV has canceled all these shows. All of the people on them are people of color or gay. So if you're straight and white, you get an HGTV show. But if you're not, Egypt show's canceled. The gays are canceled. Come on. And so Kaylin and Darius planting flowers. See, that's TV gold. They need to cut that BS out. See, hey, Patricia girl, superstar, musical theater superstar. You know, he was so upset, Patricia. Come on. Come on. Oh, we have another guest. Hold on. I'm just chatting away. Superstar. No, they didn't cancel the lottery Dream Home with David. Otherwise, we would be rioting here. Darius would be out on the street protesting. Jay Ellis is a superstar. I love him. I'm obsessed with Insecure. It was one of my favorite shows. He is off Broadway right now in a show called Duke and Roya. It is produced by John Legend. It is produced by Kerry Washington. He was in Top Gun. He's amazing in that show with Kate Hudson about playing basketball. He is so talented and so great. Jay Ellis is here.
Well, welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on Broadway World or over here on the Broadway Podcast Network. And I fanned out when I heard about this next show that we're going to talk about, Duke and Roya, which is playing at the amazing Lortel Theatre. You need to get your tickets. You only have till the end of August. I have seen our next guest be a basketball coach, fly in jet pilot. I don't even know what they're called. You know, those big fancy airplanes that the military use, with Tom Cruise. I've seen him be with Issa Rae. He broke my heart. Then I fell in love with them again. You've done all these. He's got a book. He has everything. And now he has a stage performance here in New York City at the legendary Lortel, playing Duke, the hip hop superstar trying to fall in love. He's got game, and he started on the game. So you see how that it all comes back to, you know, Jay Ellis is here. Jay, welcome to the show.
That's the best intro I think I've ever had in my life. I love it.
We're fans here. We've been following you, and we're excited.
Oh, did I lose you?
Am I here? Are you here?
Did I lose you? And I was.
We've been following your career. Why, Jay? I know you got offers. You could be in a movie tomorrow. Why Duke and Roya? Why did it take you to the stage for this summer?
I mean, there's so many reasons. I think one, you know, I love theater. I've always loved theater. I've been terrified of theater. My first love, you know, my first experience with theater was actually I actually played Will in a production of Oklahoma when I was a kid. And I was like, this is cool. This is amazing. I love this. It's so free. And then I had this crazy growth spurt, and I went and ended up playing college basketball. And I remember just being jealous of all the theater kids. And I wanted to be like doing a production, and I wanted to be there with them. And years later, I start this career, and I promised myself that I'm going to go back to it, but I'm scared to go back to it, but I'm going to go back to it, but I'm scared to go back to it. And then finally I meet Warren Adams, our director, and he sends me the script, and I fall in love with it. And this character, Duke, because I feel like he goes on this journey that so many of us go on at different parts of our lives, where like we're doing a thing, but we're kind of doing it because it's the thing that's given us results, not because it's the thing that we love, or we're not being our truest self inside of that thing. And I just thought that was such an interesting story. And I get to rap in the play, obviously. And, you know, I sing in the shower and rap in the shower like everybody else, you know? So getting to do it on stage has been amazing. And then, you know, these four characters are four characters that you don't typically get to see on stage together. And I think the humanity of this play, the love of this play, the finding self and self-identity of this play is what really drew me to it.
Well, I heard the rumor that you're up here rapping. I know they wrote original music for this. I know that was that intimidating to you? Was it something that you had to work on?
Yeah, it was intimidating.
Yeah, you can do it.
But listen, Robert, first of all, it was originally when I read the script, it was one song throughout the whole play where I sang like 8 bars every like 10 or 12 pages or something like that. Then we get into it and they're like, oh, we want to add a song here. Oh, we should add a song here. Oh, we need to add a song there. So we're at 4 original songs. They tried to add a 5th, and I was like, guys, my brain is going to explode. But it is intimidating, you know, like, you know, I think of so many amazing performers and performances that I've seen, and I know the work that goes into it, and I know the love that goes into it, and the attention to detail and the time and the training. And, you know, I wanted to honor that for myself and do that as best as possible. And so there's tons of rappers that I studied, from, you know, J. Cole to Kendrick to Jay-Z, and really wanting to, Nas was another one, really wanting to understand this journey that Duke goes through, from kind of starting out as this kind of poppier bubblegum kind of rapper, to ultimately finding his voice and growing up and understanding that like his words have huge meaning and effect around the world. And so, you know, it's terrifying to get up there still every single night. I've been doing these songs for like 3 weeks now, and every single night I'm still terrified every time one of them comes up.
Well, get your tickets. DukeandRoya.com is where you can get your tickets. You can follow Jay on Instagram while we're talking. Go to follow at Jay Ellis so you can stay up to date on what's going on with this show. You talk about J. Cole, you talk about Nas, you talk about Jay-Z, you talk about Kendrick, you talk about lyricists and the message, because that's what they're the greatest lyricists of all time, many would say. Yeah. So for you, the show has a through line of romance with Roya, but also has a political message as well. How important does the message you're trying to show about society tie in with the love story that is being told at the same time?
Yeah, it's interesting because when people first hear about this play, I think we have not done a good job of telling people how funny this play actually is, and like how hilarious and raucous and like very unexpected it is, and romantic and flirty and sexy.
Yes.
Like we haven't done a really good job of selling that, to be honest with you. But that is what this play is in a lot of ways, and what it allows for, all those different layers and kind of valleys and peaks that we go through in the storytelling. What it allows for is for some messaging to come in, and really less about messaging, but more about us being able to hold a mirror back to ourselves and reflect the time that we're in, or times that we've been through. And it's really cool because we get to share this space together. That the Lortel is a sacred space, and for us to get to share that with 300 people every single night and that time, and to tell this story, especially in the world that we're in, I think it's really poignant, and it's really it's timely, but it's also heartwarming and frustrating and sexy and flirty and funny and all those things. So you really do get a very full experience. At least I go through a very full experience. So I hope you are on the other side experiencing that as well.
Oh, you are. And listen, before we get into the cast and creatives, can we just talk about your producing team? I mean, the stars have shown up, Jay. I mean, you talk about John Legend, you talk about Kerry Washington, you talk about Notori, who, I mean, she is, when I saw her on the red carpet last time, did I rap Little Kim to her? I sure did, because she's genius. And all her music, like you have musicians and actors, like people have been drawn to this because of the story and the humanity that you all are telling up there every night.
Yeah, it's really amazing to have this team. I mean, you look at that team and there's awards across the board. I mean, whether it's Tonys, whether it's Grammys, whether it's Emmys, like there's Oscars, like there's awards across the board with that group. And more importantly, it's three people who have been in this business on multiple sides of this business, but their artistry is number one. Storytelling for them is number one. And so, to bring them into this, and I made a couple of those phone calls myself to ask Kerry and to ask John to come into this, and, to bring them into this, I knew that the story was going to be the thing that hooked them in. I knew that these characters was going to be the thing that hooked them in. And listen, they had notes and they were very much in the process. And that's what having really great partners is about. And they've been absolutely amazing and so supportive, and a dream. It's been a dream. It's like a dream team. We got our own little dream team.
When I put on a show, I call my cousin and I call my uncle. Jay,
but they got your back.
Hold on. Let me call John Legend real quick. And I see you, Jay Ellis. Come on. This is a long road from this, everybody. That's a long road.
Oh my God.
So when you read the script and then this casting happens, you sit in a room, you are talking about 4 actors who you all are incredible, and a creative team. The writer, Charles, is a legend. Your director so what was it like to get this on its feet, to build the amazing chemistry that you all have on stage for 8 shows a week?
Yeah, I probably am gonna piss some people off, but it was really easy. It was really, really easy because we all fell into it so quickly. I've been a part of some really cool projects and some really amazing cast, and casting is everything. And that starts with leadership. Obviously, that starts with Charles's words, and that starts with Warren's vision. But this cast really fell into it together very, very quickly. And, shout out to Charles for being very open to hearing thoughts and ideas and pitches at times, because we had all had our own experiences in some way that very much inform these characters and this story and this play. And he wanted to hear all of that and find ways to incorporate it. So it was actually, the schedule was very tough, I will say, because I wasn't expecting that. But once we got into the groove of it, the work became easy because we all wanted to just get as granular as we could possibly get with every single scene, and really know what we're getting out of this and why we're telling it. And so, and then we're 4 people who love each other. Like we hang out literally almost every single night after work. Like we absolutely adore each other. So it's great.
This cast, everybody, like you have to see this cast. They're stacked with amazing work. Seeing them on stage or screens, you have to see them up close and personal. Is the schedule, it's a big difference. These shows, 8 shows a week, 2.5 hours live of you on stage every night. There's a certain way you have to prepare that's differently than TV and film.
Yeah, it's very, very different. I mean, even the rehearsal process, you think of, 6 days a week from 10 to 6. Like, that's plus getting in the city and then getting out of the city, or getting home, leaving home, getting home. And so they're long days. And then you go into tech, that is obviously a very different thing than what you do in television and film. And then the shows, then you're up, and then you're in shows, and you're in 2 shows a day, 2 days a week. And yeah, it's a whole different thing of how do you sustain yourself? How do you protect yourself? How do you create boundaries? How do you make sure your soul is getting fed while you're still doing this work, and you're not burning yourself out and tiring yourself out? And so it's definitely, it's been a fun experience, and I've learned so much from it, both in craft and in like just who I am as a person. So yeah. But nobody can call cut, at least in television and film, you could just run it back. You could be like, hey, I'm going to take that again. We don't get that opportunity here. You just got to push through.
That show is up and you're going. Is there the fearlessness? Is that what one of the draw is? Is it like that idea? Like, I want to get back to stage. Like, I want to be back to the craft of it, where it's not, where film and television is not easy, everybody, especially, but the stage to play and live in this world for these 11 weeks or whatever, is that the appeal? What is the appeal?
Yeah, you hear so many actors talk about it, and I go back to this Denzel quote of saying that, like, stage is for the actor, film is for the director, and television is for the writer. And it is, like, it's true in essence. Like, once I'm up there, and like I have to be fully locked in with whoever I'm locked in with. And this audience is our missing cast member every single night, and once they come into the space, we've now fully got our ensemble, and we can get this thing going. But yeah, there's a fearlessness to it. There's the anything can happen live. We had my bracelet broke in the middle of a scene yesterday. Somebody was coughing like in the balcony, and it was the loudest cough you ever heard in your life. Somebody else was opening a plastic wrapper, but you just keep pushing through. And I think there's a real artistry to that. And again, to stay locked in with somebody, with a castmate, whether it's Stephanie, whether it's Noma Dumazwini, whether it's Dariush Kashani, like, no matter who it is, like, to stay locked in night after night is, I don't know, it's pretty remarkable. It's terrifying, it's freeing, but then you come on the other side of it, and it feels really, really good.
What do you hope for the audience? That's such a good answer. Oh my God. What do you hope the audience feels when they leave the show? What is the intention of the show? You as artists putting this up, what do you hope people walk away with?
Yeah, humanity. Like, I think people just tap back into humanity and realize that we're all a lot more similar than we are different. And we may go at it different ways, and in our traditions and in our nuances and our cultures, but most of us want the 5 basic same things, right? We all want to be seen, and we want to be loved. We want to love. We want to leave the world, whether it's with children or if you don't have children. I think it's still, we want to leave the world in a slightly better place than how we got it. We want shelter, we want food, we want our basic needs met, and we want peace. And I think that when you really boil it down to that, that's what all these characters are after. And so it's a very human play where you get to watch specifically Duke and Roya, like, really find themselves through each other, through these kind of moments they have with each other and questioning each other, and some of the fun and some of the flirting and some of the danger. You get to really see them find themselves. And I hope people walk away with that. And I think the other thing, I say this not lightly, but like, it is an honor to be able to entertain people for 2 hours and take them out of the world. We're in a chaotic time. So, like, to be able to, like, give people some fun and, like, let them disappear for 2 hours and just be in this story with us is an honor. And so we hope that, we get to entertain folks and let them enjoy 2 free hours of nothing but Duke and Roya.
I'm obsessed. I love it. And I'm excited. I love your story. I love from Oregon, you went from Oregon, going to school to television. And, like I said, we've all watched your career and all of the work that you have done and the movies that you have done. I talked about the book, which I love when the book came out. Did Everybody Have an Imaginary Friend or Just Me, which is a great book. People get it. It's available on Amazon. Your whole journey, you're not just an actor. You're multifaceted in so many different ways. I'm sure your creative brain is always going. Is there a bucket list? Is there other ideas and things that you want to dabble in as you move forward, just like you did with stage?
Man, really for me, it's all about story. It's interesting. Like to me, wherever story, whatever medium a story needs to be told is where I find myself. I feel like I am always in service of two things: one, the story, and second, the audience. And and so for me, I think that's why I allow myself to the craziness of jumping from one medium to another, because at the end of the day, like I'm a storyteller and I love telling stories. I love entertaining people. I love having an opportunity to create empathy and show a different side of life than what people may understand. And whatever medium that's in, I'm happy to do it. I hope to do more. I hope to be back here and do a lot more stage. I hope, hopefully Duke and Roya, we get to run as long as we can possibly run. Hopefully I get to go up to Broadway and do a show soon, and just keep having fun.
Well, I'll be in the house next week. I'm flying in from
Hey.
Detroit. I'll be at Duke and Roya next week. Get your tickets, people, so you can be there. Look, he's brave. He's bringing his Northwestern Ken Griffey Jr. T-shirt to New York City. That's brave in these streets. That's brave. And B, this is the $1 million question. Does Jay Ellis eat carbs? Because Jay Ellis is always Jay Ellis. Do you go to the gym every day?
I just ate a cookie for breakfast, if that makes you feel good.
This interview's over. Now I'm pissed
I just ate a cookie for breakfast. I just ate a stuffed cookie for breakfast. I don't know if that's me just being tired, or me being stressed, or me being lazy, but I just ate a stuffed cookie for breakfast. So I eat a carb every now and again, and some sugar,
Uh-huh. Yep. If you just said cookie and I gained 10 pounds. So now I'm mad. That's it. I'm done with you. We love the work. We are here for the work. We love what you do. We thank you so much for your time. I'm so excited for people to see this. The work that you do. The second I saw you on screen, when I started binge watching Insecure, the humanity that you bring on screen makes you feel like a real familiar person. And that's rare as an actor. And that is something that as other artists gets to see. If you want to see authentic work, Jay Ellis has got it. You just got it down, and we're fans. So we appreciate it. We appreciate you. Go to dukeandroya.com, get your tickets to see it through August. Over at the incredible Lortel, the legendary Lortel, and follow Jay over on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you at the show.
Thanks, man. Thank you, man. I'll see you soon.
How great is he? Oh my goodness. I love Lawrence in Insecure. Like, he did her break my heart. And I loved him. And then I hated him. And then I loved him again. And I loved him in Top Gun. And I love him in the Kate Hudson Show. I love Jay. So Cat Daddies, Patricia, Mike Melfa, Ian, everybody that's here, check the show out, because it's got hip hop and it's vibe, and the tickets are $49 and you can get a discount. And I wanted to see it when I was in New York and we never got there. What a cool guy. After the show, he followed me on Instagram. He sent me a really sweet message that he had a really great time. He sent really good word back to Press Room NYC. His people were hawks. They watched the interview backstage the whole time. They were like very protective of him, because they're trying to, he's trying to come up and be a movie star and be a TV star on his own, and do Broadway and be a producer. And we had to answer a whole bunch of questions before we got him to say yes. And then he came on and couldn't have been more lovely and great. So tomorrow we'll be on Broadway World homepage, and I hope people really go out and check out the show. Let's see, what did I miss before? Darius said before we were talking about his show with Kaylin, but Kaylin and I can get in that kitchen and call it, "Yes, honey." That is the best name for an HGTV show. I'm going to try to get that made. Kaylin and Darius. Sweet baby Jesus. Ian, hi, my friend. We did Rent together, me and my friend Ian. Look at this great. Is that you and Jinx? Yes, Ian. Hey, my love. Hey, Jay. And he says, Jay is a walking masterpiece. Great. He's great. He's so fantastic. Christine says, Robert, thanks for another fab show. Chem, Jay Ellis. Lamb chop. The Roundtable is where it's at. This is where it's at. We are here. And Patricia, I'm so grateful that your show allows us to watch and learn from the artists that you bring before us. The questions you ask are questions we would want to ask if we had the opportunity. Thank you, Robert. I hate missing your show when I do, but always glad when I can check your show out. So yay. Thank you, friend. You're quite the amazing artist as well. My friend Patricia is fantastic dancer, singer, actor. Mike says, great interview. Seems like a genuinely nice guy. I love it. I do love him. Ian's says he wants to check it out. Latte said what I did see was great. And Cat Daddy say Top Gun Maverick was a legit good sequel. I agree. And I don't even like those movies either. Darius has never seen Top Gun. Don't judge him on that alone. And Ian, I love and miss you too, my friend. Thank you. Keep singing, keep going, keep doing what you do. Next week we'll be here on Tuesday. Because we have things going on. So next week I will see you on Tuesday with Benjamin Pasek, which Mike saw the movie Life of Chuck, and he will be here to tell us how he went from Broadway star with Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster all the way to being a movie star with Mark Hamill as his grandpa. The following week, Lisa, this is Mike's era. And y'all apparently, because in the pre-show, y'all were singing Lisa. Lisa of Lisa and the Cult Jam will be here with Shanice, like of I Love Your Smile. Shanice will be here as well. Double vocalist. And then Keela Seidel, you know, the incredible Keela from Keela, we'll find out before we interview her, from The Greatest Showman will be here as well. She was the bearded lady. She sings This Is Me and all of that fun, exciting stuff. The Roundtable is coming in hot all summer long, and I look forward to seeing you. I love you all for being here. You make me smile every single week. It was so good to see my Jersey family. CS, Mike loves her. She sings, and she does not have a beard. Mike Melfa sometimes has a beard, but she doesn't. So we're going to spread lots of love and lots of joy. Support art. Go to the movies this weekend. I don't know. Go see Superman or go see an art film or go see. Yes, Darius loves her. He loves This Is Me. He loves that movie. He might be singing it for the rest of the week. And we love you for being here. There's more love than there's hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. And there's more good than there is bad. Sometimes we just got to look for it. It might not be in Washington. It might not be in a bill. It might not be in Twitter or X. It might not be on social media. It might be your neighbor across the street. It might be you calling a friend. It might be going home. He's going to blast it right after this show. So maybe I'll try to find some secret footage. And as in Pasek and Paul, well, Pasek, I don't know if that's not, the kid's not from them, but This Is Me is from them, right? Yes, This Is Me. They wrote that. All roads lead home. When I think of home, I think of a place. Have a great, where there's love overflowing. The best is yet to come. And I'll see you on Tuesday. If you're free and available, come say hi. Thank you for being here. I love you for watching. Thank you for all the visiting. We love and appreciate your support, says my husband. And I'll talk to you all again real soon. Best is yet to come. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Have a great week.